Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review for the movie Companion. Companion is a grounded sci-fi thriller, a little bit of dark comedy as well. Some people have been calling it a horror. Maybe it's not so much horror vibes, to be honest, but it is quite a thrillery type of vibe. So we'll get into it. Just off the bat, it is going to be spoiler-free. So if you haven't watched it yet, this review will be, fine, I guess. And if anything, it's going to motivate you to actually watch the film, which is currently in select theaters. Oh, if I can interrupt this for a brief moment, please like and subscribe. I kind of need to do this at the top because people do kind of falter away sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, if you could please like and subscribe, that would be great. Companion, like I mentioned, is a sci-fi thriller. It is a very low budget sci-fi thriller. It was made for like $10 million. Companion is directed by Drew Hancock, and it stars Jack Quaid and Sophie Thatcher as the two leads. It is basically about a group of friends who go to a remote cabin, and a billionaire's death sets off like a chain of events that kind of unravels. Basically, I'll be going through the story, the performances, and just the general vibes of the film. So obviously, I'm not going to go into spoilers in this video. It's about AI. So, and this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailers and it's in the poster. Here's the poster. She's a robot. So basically, in the world of the story, it's set in the not too distant future. It's our world, but they also have self-driving cars and robot companions, right? So basically, you can order a robot to be a companion for you, and this robot will not know that they're a robot. They'll have these implants of memories that will feel real to them and will feel like a lived experience. And you can tailor that person or that robot to your needs. So you can manipulate their aggression, their intelligence, their voices. You can also command them. Control is one of the main themes of the story, that as well as identity. There's a little bit of toxic masculinity kind of spliced in there as well, which I thought was really interesting. Just to pause this review for a second and to do a bit of a shameless plug, myself and my creative partner, Stephen Nagel, pictured over here, we did a short film 2021 called Me and I, which is also about a AI, like a robot companion who lives with a woman, and shenanigans ensue. I'm not going to obviously spoil that for you. You can watch it on YouTube. It's a film that we're really proud of. And we made it a while ago. It touches on similar themes to this movie. It's not obviously the same plot, thankfully. But yeah, so you can watch that out. It's on YouTube. I'll drop a link in the description below. But anyway, back to Companion. So yeah, the performances were really amazing. I love Jack Quaid. I think he's such a good actor. He's obviously a Nepo baby, being the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. But he's also he's really blowing up right now, and he's got this unique ability to be like a seemingly good guy, nice, down to earth guy, and then at points he can really be like turn up the asshole meter. He's really good at that actually, and he does a really, really, really good job in this movie. Like he's a really terrible asshole boyfriend, which obviously works for the story. And so he's great, and Sophie Thatcher is also really incredible as Iris, who's this robot companion of Jack Quaid's character Josh. And yeah, she's really kind of like, because you have to play this robot who believes that they're human, and then when they are told that they're a robot, how do they deal with that? And also like the way that the story progresses, like she has to kind of take on all these kind of like bits of information and all these different emotions that are kind of bubbling to the surface. This is me obviously trying not to give away spoilers. So relatively small cast, but everyone does a fantastic job. Jack Quaid and Sophie Thatcher have really good on-screen chemistry as well. Then the vibes. So like I mentioned up top, it's got that sci-fi thriller. It's very grounded, but it's got a lot of dark comedy to it. It's actually a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, Jack Quaid is naturally quite a funny person, and he tends to have that kind of like those roles where there's a little bit of humor spliced in. With this film, there's some great one-liners, great situational humor, amazing banter. So a lot of like really good sort of dark comedy. So yeah, I thought it was definitely my type of film. It's right up my alley in terms of the story, but also like the kind of look and feel of it as well. I love that it was like an hour and 30 something minutes, so it's a really short, tight story. The script is really good and it moves at a nice pace. Information is dropped to the audience at like a really nice kind of sort of pace and frequency, that it doesn't leave the audience in too much mystery all the time. There are moments where bit of information is dropped and you're like, oh, that's interesting, and like there are some twists and turns that I didn't see coming. Some of them are kind of like telegraphed, but some of them are like really, really cool. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this film. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I'll put my Letterboxd link down below. Please, please follow me, and I'll follow back. And I also, well, that equates to like what, 8 out of 10, which I think is a really good rating for a film like this. It's got that kind of indie sort of vibe to it, that very low budget kind of thing, but it's like that sci-fi element to it. Again, I'm gonna we made a film like this not too long ago, so please check it out. This is another shameless plug. I really enjoyed this film. I think it's great. I think it's worth your time. Highly recommend you check it out if you like sci-fi, but not necessarily like intricate sci-fi. This isn't a Blade Runner, kind of vibe. This is very much grounded in reality, but it's got some really interesting elements. It's got a lot of themes that are touched on that I think are quite interesting. Like I mentioned, identity, control is a big one. And yeah, I think this is something that anyone can enjoy, really. It's kind of a warped love story, which is, kind of fun, I guess. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you watched the film. Like I said, it is in select theaters at the moment, so check your local listings. I don't know if people still say that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope that you watch the film. When you do watch the film, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Again, like and subscribe, please. That'll be great. It'll help this channel grow, and kind of basically it really helps a lot. And I'll be doing more reviews, spoiler free, for upcoming attractions. I'm also looking to do some analyses of older films and some reviews of films in the past. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and check you next time. Peace.